All right, guys, welcome back to the Heat and Beat Garage. So today, what was that? So today we're gonna be doing an overview on Jake's truck. It's been on a lot of shorts, but we never actually made like a full video of basically just describing his build and kind of the stuff he has. So that's what we're gonna go be doing. Just a little rundown of the truck. It's a 05 Chevrolet Silverado Z71 1500. Yep. And it's got a 6-inch rough country lift on it. Yeah. On some 33.
We'll get into that. Look, this is my Chevrolet Silverado. Don't mind that Dodge back there.
Yeah.
Well, we'll get to that.
The one that's taller.
Yeah, but it ain't a Chevrolet.
Yeah, the one that's taller.
But we'll get to that one. I mean, that's a cool build too. That'll be a long video if we goes through all the shit he's done to that. But we haven't done too much. This right here, I got it in 2020, Thanksgiving 2020.
Yeah.
And fully like stock, like
paw truck,
muffler, just stock everything, just like you said, a paw truck. It wasn't driven for a while, and you could tell when I bought it, I was just eager to get it, just to have something, so I got it. It's had its problems.
For any of y'all referencing, Jake used to drive a very nice Mercedes AMG.
Yeah. Thing is, I won't. Back then, I wasn't really into vehicles like that, like I am now. So I didn't really appreciate what I had when I had the AMG, and also I needed a truck. Yep. So I sold that AMG. Man, it'd be sick if I had that. Like I said, that thing was awesome. 6.2 liter, naturally aspirated, 2011 E63 AMG.
Yeah, all black. It was a sweet ride.
Yeah, man, it was sweet. But this right here, I'd much rather have this truck at this moment. I didn't have the money or the parking space to have both at the time. And I mean, let's be honest, both of them are gas guzzlers. So just having both of those as, daily drivers, it's awesome. But for the working man, it's not feasible. But yeah, I got this truck, and it's been pretty good. And we got this. I want to start because the first thing we did was cut the exhaust off. And right now, it's got a glass pack under there.
Yeah.
And it was just like straight pipe. It still had cats in it. I mean, it still got cats now. And Joe gave me this little muffler tip or exhaust tip right there. And but he then I was like, I was gonna keep it stock. I was like, man, I like it's quiet, whatever.
If for any of y'all wondering why the tip's so big, it's actually the old exhaust that came off of this truck that we fabricated down from the stock exhaust on the truck to an actual diesel piping. Yep. So it's 4-inch to a 6-inch tip with I think it's a Flowmaster. Yeah, it's Flowmaster. You spent the money.
Yeah, it was a Flowmaster.
Yeah, it's Flowmaster.
Yeah, because we got it at AutoZone.
Yeah.
But yeah, sounds good. But basically, so he got me over here, and I was drinking a little bit. We was all drinking, and he was like, "Hey, man, like," he had been asking me to cut out the stock muffler. Yeah, he's trying to get me to cut out the muffler. And I was like, man, I don't know. I kind of like it, blah, blah. He's like, man, just come on, just do it. I was like, fuck it. Go ahead and do it. And so he went and cut it out, and that thing sounded good.
Yeah.
And I think that started me kind of on my journey of like, like, this is what my vehicles can sound like. You know what I mean? So he did that, fucking welded all this shit together, put the tip on there. And yeah, it sounds really good. Then it couldn't pass the inspection because it didn't have a muffler, so we put a Flowmaster on there. That's enough about the exhaust. I think the next thing we did after that, I mean, the next major thing would be the lift.
Yeah.
The lift kit. So we put the lift kit on there. It's a 6-inch rough country lift kit. We installed it ourselves. And really, this is my first time doing it. Joe's done a couple before, and it was pretty simple. And it's been pretty sturdy. It's been on there for about 6 months to a year.
Yeah. It's been quite a while.
Yeah. And everything's working properly. I mean, it's good. I mean, I like it. Sits nice. Like if you think about getting a lift, a 6-inch lift, I mean, you see it on video, but I think it's a good balance. Like it ain't too high, which I don't know if y'all believe in too high, but it ain't too high and it ain't too low. Like it feels like a good spot. Now these wheels and tires are 33s. I want to get 35s on here, and I think I'm gonna throw it on these wheels, and I think it'll kind of make it look better. But we're gonna have to do a lot more cutting do that. And that's a whole nother story. I wish we could have got all this on video.
Yeah,
like
I wish we was
before.
doing YouTube videos.
Yeah,
like,
because like when we was trying to
started.
get, I bought these wheels and tires for like $800 from somebody or $600, and I brought them here. I was like, yeah, let's throw them on, and then they don't fucking fit. And so like we're scraping down on the brake caliper or grinding down on the brake caliper trying to get it smaller so we could fit the fucking wheel on there.
Which is not the right way. But
No, and then we got
doing.
spacers. We got spacers. We got inch spacers. Didn't work. Like 1.5 or 2 inches didn't work. Like we got to go 3. That's why you come up here. You look at this bad boy, which you can't see it from this angle because the
You can see it on
wheels
the back.
turn. You see it on the back; it's sticking out.
Yeah.
It's 3-inch spacers on it. That's what we had to do so we could get enough clearance to turn it. And then, so we had to cut all this shit. Now this is kind of rigged up. We cut all this shit. But the good thing is, so I told y'all this truck's been sitting. When we cut that, I had ants in this truck for a while. I couldn't figure out where they were coming from. We cut that, and they were all in this like fender liner right here, all in there. They had a whole fucking ants colony in there, in both sides. So we fucking got them out, and no more ants, which is great. And we did a washer fluid delete by accident. We cut that off by accident, and the tire still hits it when I turn sometimes. But we'll fix that. It's been a great truck though. I like it. What else? Needs tint. We're gonna do tint to it soon. We're gonna do cam. So we got this LED headlights he convinced me to get with the clear housings because the other ones were dirty. These were the headlight housings I had before, and these are the new ones. Now you can see. No, I can see a lot better at night now. I mean, it's a huge difference. And the LEDs, because I had halogens before, it's a lot better. So Joe recommended that. Took me a while to grow onto it, but I did it.
Yeah,
So,
he was very anti-LED.
Yeah,
for a long time.
I just didn't want to spend money on shit. That's all it was. And now I'm spending money on everything. So, but she's not a show truck, and I never plan on her being a show truck. I mean, obviously, like the rockers are rusted. They put all this shit on here to cover up the rust, and
Yeah.
I mean, it's not great. Like the rust and like under this fender flare, it's crusty. So, but all in all, I'm happy with the truck I got, and we also got some, I'd say, some big plans for it. Hopefully, or I got some big plans for it. Soon we'll be putting a cam in this thing, is what I'm thinking. Also, tune and probably
An exhaust.
Yeah, new exhaust and maybe some boost. I don't know. And we're also going to have to, so going on to something else. I know I'm all over the place, which I can edit all this and put it in the right place. But so this thing has 193,000 miles, and it's got a lot of engine hours. And we so it's ingesting oil pretty bad. And when I say pretty bad, I mean, we'll check the catch can. So I've drove it about 100 miles since the last time I emptied that catch can. So we'll look at the catch can and see how much oil is in here. And this is like in 100 miles, maybe even a little less. It hasn't been a lot. I get the motherfucker off. Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah.
So she's full, and it looks milky, but that's from like the air getting into the oil as it's going to the catch can. It doesn't have a blown head gasket, hopefully. But so that's the oil from about 100 miles filled up that catch can, which is not normal for a 5.3.
No.
5.3s do ingest oil, but not that much oil. It's not supposed to be.
Yeah, just so for reference, like it probably should be about a quarter.
That's through each oil change.
Or an eighth between each oil change interval.
And so I always put it in this one right here, and this is at just about, y'all can't see it, but it's about 3 to 3.5 quarts. And that's since the last time I got an oil change. And I'm about to put this in there too. This is what I do all the time. So what we're going to do is put rings on this thing, and I got the rings coming in, and they should be in here next week. And we're going to put rings. We're going to take this motor out Put rings in her, re-gasket the whole, like new head gaskets, everything. We're going to throw a cam in her, probably sooner than that, just because we want to hear the way it sounds with the cam. But this is her before. We wanted to get this overview before we did anything like that, so y'all can hear the sound and how it is now, and then in the future, kind of see how far she's come
and the progression.
Yeah, and so because that's basically it. There's not a lot of shit I've done to this truck, and like I said,
also he went ahead and he got full suspension work in the front. So new upper and lower control arms on it, new CV axles.
We didn't get new lower control on.
Huh? No?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well then I am wrong. We're not getting new lower control arms.
But the new, all that came with the lift kit too.
Some of it. We got new tie rod ends, idler arm.
Yeah.
It's got new calipers on it and whatnot.
All right, so we just got interrupted, and we was hoping, this Amazon delivery guy, was hoping it was the cam I think we were just talking about. But anyways, so we're going to put a cam in this thing. Is that where I was at?
Yeah. Cam, valve springs, full gaskets.
I didn't know if I said it already.
Yeah,
but yeah, we're going to re-gasket the whole thing. Cam, valve springs, piston rings, which is the main thing. That's what the point of the catch cam filling up. We think it needs new rings. So we're going to take this motor out. That was the initial most important thing that we need to do. But the thing we're most excited about is putting the cam in. So we're going to try to get that cam in there before we get the rings. We're supposed to get the rings next week. We're hopefully getting the cam tonight. So we'll try to put that in there. But, I mean, it's just an overview of my truck. We think about getting tow mirrors because I do tow with it quite often. Getting vehicles. And this thing actually, it tows pretty decent. You know, like, what, we towed like a Jeep with it?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
we towed a wrecked Jeep with it. It was like 2,000 pounds.
Yeah, and it did pretty good. I mean, what you would expect. I mean, the only thing I would think is maybe need like disc brakes in the back.
Yeah.
But other than that, because it's got drum brakes, which that's a whole nother story about when I first got this thing and the whole fucking wheel fell off.
Yeah, it was actually
backing out at work. It was on the other side.
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually this side.
Yeah.
Right after he had bought it.
Yeah. So I was backing out in the gravel parking lot, thankfully, at work. And thankfully it was at work and not on my way to work, on my way home. And I was backing out, and then I just feel it go, boop, like squat. And I was like, what the fuck? And then luckily Joe was at work. I was like, Joe, come here. I need your help. And so basically we found out the lug nuts were loose. All of them were loose. Except that one popped off. And I don't know why. I don't know, because this was probably about 4 months after I bought it. And so I was like, well, maybe the guy, he took it to somebody, and because I know he had just got the brakes done. I was like, maybe they put it on loose, or somebody fucking hates me. I don't know. But anyways, we got that fixed, drove it home, leaking brake fluid, or drove it here, leaking brake fluid the whole way. Pedal going all the way to the floor. And this was like a 30-minute drive. We got it here, though. We got it fixed. And that was definitely an experience.
By the time we pulled in the driveway down there, he was completely and utterly out of fluid.
Yeah. Like the pedal was I was going all the way to the floor with it. But yeah, this is her, and she's got, I mean, look, you can see where it's dirty. Used it as a truck. I mean, you can see the bed has been
used.
Yeah, used. That's the best word for it. Used. Got a little dent here, which that's another story. That really didn't need to happen. That dent, but I was drunk, or Joe, and somebody else was drunk, and the other guy I was with, he's got like a size 14 foot. And so I was drunk, and I was like, man, fuck this truck. And I just kicked it. And then, so you'll see, like, you can't see it on camera, but there's almost like a smaller imprint, and then there's like a bigger imprint. So I was like, yeah, man, I don't give a fuck it. And I kicked it. And then our buddy, he's like, yeah, man, fuck it. I kicked it and made it bigger.
Yeah.
And Joe was looking like, what are y'all doing? But yeah, it was a good time. I mean, it's a memory, So every time I look at it, I remember that time. I mean, I pulled a fucking tree out of those woods with this thing. Like, when I first got this truck, I was like, send it. I mean, I'm still like Cindy. You could, I mean, Joe will say like, I fucking get on that 5.3.
Yeah, he
Fucking stomp in it every day.
He don't. He's got no regard for pedal input.
Yeah. So it was meant to be driven hard. It's a Chevrolet. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to drive your Chevrolet unless it's a cruise. Don't be afraid to drive it hard. But we just cleaned it up a little bit. This is the interior. This is the cleanest she's been since I've had her. I can promise you that. But basic shit. I mean, I don't know if y'all really want to see this shit. I mean, air conditioning, heat. Got this little radio right here. It's old school, not touch screen. Need a touch screen.
So for any of y'all wondering, this is a Z71 package. No crazy special options. No like GPS or navigator up there at the top.
No.
Yeah. Pretty basic. Yeah. Easy truck that anyone can go buy.
Yeah. It's pretty basic and yeah. So if you're thinking about getting a gasser, a truck, and you want something that's relatively cheap, I would tell you to get an older Chevrolet or a Cateye Chevrolet. I wouldn't shy away from it. I mean, I know some of y'all are different, brand people. Some people like Ford, some people like Dodge. I like Chevrolet most of the time. But yeah, it's got a 5.3 and it's got a little kick to it. So I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, and we got to start it up.
Yeah, you gotta hear the exhaust.
We got to hear the fucking exhaust, buddy. Hell yeah, we got to do a burnout on this thing.
I'm not gonna shy away from it.
You ever get in? Yeah. No ABS. Don't need that. Mustang got nervous I was gonna hit him because he drove the Ford. I would have drove over that like a monster truck. But anyways, lights, ABS does not work because I pulled the fuse for some reason because it started malfunctioning and we never fixed it. What else? 193,267 miles. We got 5,642 engine hours, which ain't too bad, I don't think. I mean, it's high. Joe says it's really high.
Yeah, it's high.
Oh, it ain't. But yeah, 4-speed. Yeah, y'all can't hear it. I just look like a maniac right now. But yeah, I like this thing. It's got a little kick to it. I wonder where I could take it to do a burnout now. You good?
Yeah. All right, so we made it.
All right, so we got the. All right, that's it for the video. But just got back with the Chevrolet. I did want to show y'all this before we ended the video. Fucking got oil everywhere in the bed of my truck.
Doing burnouts.
Yeah, doing fucking burnouts. But I like the smell of oil.
It's something Chevrolet never came factory with.
What, oil in the bed?
Rust eliminator. Yeah.
The frame's
All
fine.
you Cummins guys out there, you know what I'm talking about.
What? You got power steering fluid leaking everywhere.
Oh yeah, I tell you what, that motherfucking frame and the body is mint.
Yeah, but yeah, that's it for this video. I just wanted to show y'all the Chevrolet and everything, and then we're going to do an overview of his truck.
Yeah.
Soon, and that'll be a longer video because he's got a lot more done to that, and there's a lot more he wants to do. Well, it's more than this.
Yeah, it's definitely more than
this. But there's a lot more he wants to do with it, and I think that's going to be, that truck is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Especially when we
I just
start.
Gotta make some fuck you money first.
Yeah, we got to rob a bank or something. I don't know. We got to make once we make a lot of money somehow, we're going to fucking have awesome trucks. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, eventually. But, yeah, that's it for this video. So, you tell them?
Huh? You going heat and beat?
No, tell them what you tell them.
Tell them what?
Like, subscribe.
Oh, yeah. Make sure y'all, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. We do try to at least like your comments whenever you do comment something. At least, well, like I said, we at least try to like to. God damn.
It's all good.
On.
I can edit it out.
All right. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment. We try to at least like the comments on the people who do comment, and we do read every single one of them. Just sometimes we don't have enough time to actually reply.
Yeah, every single one comment we get on each video.
Every single one comment, yeah. You got it right. But that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
You know, it's a slow build. It's all right.
Yeah.
You get to watch it with us, and we get to build cooler things, hopefully, in the future.
Yeah.
So, until next time.
Keep on beating it.
Yep.
Tell them, Joe.
Keep on beating it.
Keep on beating it.
Oh, maybe a little heat.
Tell them, Joe. All right, that's it.